This is the month where it all falls apart. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And for most of you, that means travel, long hours, presentations, and high stress. Cyber pros spend this month teaching people the obvious rules of cybersecurity. Today, I'm flipping that back on you. I'm Ben, and this is We Hack Health. Our mission is to set the standard for health in tech. I'm going to teach you the rules that I think are obvious. Not about systems or cybersecurity, but about your health. Because while you're busy patching software and fighting threats, we have realized that the biggest vulnerability might be your health. If the operator fails, the mission fails. This month, we held a virtual roundtable with our cyber athletes to brainstorm the most valuable approach to protect you in October. Think of us as the human equivalent of tech support. The Stay Safe Online message this year is simple. Small actions can make a big difference. We literally teach this as the small things are the big things. Small micro changes compounding over time lead to a huge impact. As cyber pros, you already know the Stay Safe Online core 4. Strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, recognizing scams, and software updates. This video is your health equivalent. Same logic, same protection, but this time you're the asset. So what we decided to do was create our very own We Hack Health Core 4. So let's get into it. Strong boundaries and routine manager. You'd never use the same password for every system. You know that's too risky. Yet most of you run one single routine no matter what the context. Home, travel, vacation, conference. That's like leaving every door open with the same key. At home, your routine is built around generally your work life. You've got a fixed wake and sleep time. Your training is fitted in before or after work. You have set meals based on goals and family. It's the day in, day out stuff that gives you a little bit more control. You know when you wake up, you know when you go to sleep, you know when you're going to eat, you know generally whenever you're going to train, what your weekends look like. Whenever you head out on the road for travel, you need to make some changes. What I see frequently is people are limited with time and also limited in terms of equipment if they're using hotel gyms. You're running on other people's times and other people's schedules. You're limited in terms of what you can do and when you can do it. Potentially look at shorter workouts. Sometimes going in and just doing 20 minutes is better than nothing. Food defaults and go-to protein snacks while you're on the move, and making sure you have strict travel sleep boundaries. Or looking at conferences. What are your non-negotiables? Minimum step count, hydration targets, how to not eat like an asshole, how to not end up drinking too many margaritas because the people around you are doing so. To help you navigate Cybersecurity Awareness Month, I've made some notes and actionable points. Beautiful. Strong passwords, but stronger boundaries. Think of these as firewalls for your life, a way to protect your energy, sleep, and focus from all the endless bullshit. Late night Slack, doom scrolling, and all the conference chaos. What are some strong boundaries you can put in place? The foundation is a solid sleep and wake time. You need to set yourself a hydration target. This one is infinitely valuable, so often overlooked, and genuinely the biggest driver for energy, focus, and the ability to get through the fucking day. Set aside some time to be outside and make sure you have a screen time cutoff. This will be your wind down protocol. Let's look at some daily targets you can set yourself. Schedule your wake time and your bedtime. Have a protein target, time for outdoor walks, and a caffeine cutoff point. For weekly actions, Sunday time box. What I do is spend 10 minutes on a Sunday, look at my week ahead. What time boxes do I need to shift based on what I have to do or what's going on or where I am? Pre-log your meals if you know what you're going to eat, and have a hard stop in the day for work or screen time or whatever it might be. Different environments require different logins. Having context-specific routines removes decision fatigue and closes leaks before they even happen. Think of your routine management as your password manager. Calendar automations, alarms, and recurring time blocks. Human two-factor authentication. You wouldn't trust a single factor for authentication. It's way too easy to bypass. Yet most people build plans that only work in perfect conditions. One skipped gym session, one late night, and the whole system collapses. So we need to look at adding a second layer of protection. This is the feel safe for when the shit hits the fan. So we have the ideal time, and we have the, oh shit, today was a clusterfuck, but I told myself I have to do this thing time. Set yourself a backup gym routine for whenever you're traveling. Have a clear plan and clear expectations, and have an understanding that, again, something is better than nothing. Make sure you have meal alternatives, so when you're dealing with the bullshit conference buffet, you can still stay on track and hit your targets. Prioritize protein early on. Your hotel breakfast is usually a decent starting point. As much scrambled eggs as you can fit in your plate and avoid the mini pan au chocolat. Have a backpack full of protein shakes and snacks just in case. Not optimal, but very practical. Understand your floor, your non-negotiables. 7,000 steps, 3 liters of water, and bed by 10 p.m. And your weekly actions? If you're 7 for 7 on your targets, add another. Miss one? Audit the protocol. Miss 2? You need an emergency reset. The point is to not rely on perfect conditions, but instead build yourself a redundancy. The same way the human two-factor authentication protects you against your own bullshit excuses. Health scam awareness. You can spot phishing emails instantly. Urgent language, too good to be true offers, and weird links. An Iranian prince that promised you 537 million rupees if you share your bank details within the next hour. Health scams use the same tactics. Fad diets promising £10 lost in 7 days. Magic pills from influencers, and shortcuts that prey on urgency and fear. But here's the rule of thumb. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The same instinct that makes you suspicious of shady emails, apply that to the health industry. The red flags are everywhere. Big promises with little effort, and people who speak in absolutes. The only way to do it is this way, but you have to give me money first. Here's your daily targets. Unfollow one bullshit account. Swap one ad impulse for a realistic long-term fix. Weekly actions. Your weekly actions are audit your feed, share one red flag in the chat so we can stay safe together. Phishing preys on urgency, just like your latest 6-pack in 6 days program purchase. Imagine a world that instead of chasing health hacks, you'd spent that time building the foundations and staying consistent. Human operating system updates. Software updates, close vulnerabilities, and keep systems secure. Without regular updates to your habits, small leaks, missed workouts, late nights, and poor food choices turn into major vulnerabilities. One missed workout leads to 2, which leads to 6 months off. One Oreo leads to a full pack, which leads to a bag of Doritos. Complacency is the unlocked door that will spread into every aspect of your life. Put in place your Sunday patch notes ritual. Take 10 minutes at the end of the week and ask yourself, where did my system break? Where did I leak energy? And where did I lose time? And then decide, what's the fix for next week? If you miss 2 workouts, do you need to move gym sessions to the morning before the chaos? If you skip meals while traveling, default to shakes and protein bars. Not optimal, but practical when on the move. Is your sleep fucked? Cut caffeine by 2 p.m. and set a hard stop on screen time. Your daily actions. Run the shutdown script. 5 minutes of mobility and a caffeine curfew. Weekly actions. Run the audit. What worked, what didn't, what's on next week, and what do I need to do to manage it. Think of it as debugging your own code every week. If you don't patch, vulnerabilities will compound. To recap, context-specific routines will manage expectations and keep you on track no matter where you are. Set boundaries that are stronger than your passwords. Your routine management system equals self-management. Your human two-factor authentication is your fail-safe, and health scams prey on the same urgency tactics as phishing emails. Can you spot the red flag? Update and audit your human operating system. What are your weekly patch notes? Cybersecurity Awareness Month is about protecting systems, but your system is you. Small actions, small patches, small routines. These are the things that make the difference between just surviving October and performing at your peak. The We Hack Health Core 4 keeps you secure. Check out the Discord, discord.gg/WeHackHealth, and stick with us for the rest of the month. We'll be tech support for your health with daily actionable tactics so you don't breach yourself. See you in the next one.